Eggshells are something that most people waste. They throw them out. They actually must have some kind of utility because they're essentially calcium. And if we're raising chickens, then we have beings that are growing that need calcium. And of course, humans need calcium. So in this case, what I'm going to do, since these are dried, the first thing to do is set up your system so that your eggshell goes to a spot that's very dry so it dries. It could be by the fire, it could be in the sun, it really doesn't matter. So the first thing we do is dry them. Second thing is we're going to crush them up into a powder. You wouldn't want to give eggshells in eggshell form to the chickens because they'll learn that pecking at eggshells is good, and then they might start to peck their own eggshells. So it's worth the time to change the form of these a little bit. Here we have a simple mortar and pestle. It's kind of a cute one. This is not the higher quality kind. The higher quality kind are made of stone. It's more porous. This one's probably actually just concrete. Maybe. Well, so we'll toss these guys in there and just start to smash them up a little bit. So I've got this eggshell all ground into a very fine powder. It's basically like a vitamin powder. And I can add that to the food, and it should make the little baby chicks grow up nice and healthy and strong. So you can imagine if you did this with all of your eggs, that every day you're getting a nice little something to put in the dog food or give to the baby chicks or to people to keep their calcium levels high and their bones strong. With women in particular, they have a greater risk of osteoporosis, some kind of a bone weakening problem that's helped by this, which was something you were trying to put in the garbage. So you might as well turn it into something useful. For people who use a lot of eggs, such as restaurants, if they set up a system for drying and turning their eggshells into calcium powder, then that'd be another product of their system, kind of a little bit different product than they're used to. But they could potentially be selling calcium. If they wanted to, if they were concerned about, I don't know if there's any possible disease thing that could happen with dried eggshells, but if you're really worried about that, you could just boil the powder and then dry it. Or boil the eggshells, I guess, and then dry those. Usually the eggshell was already boiled if you did a boiled egg. If you just scrambled, then it wasn't treated in any way. And I don't know how important that would be. That'd be a good question to wonder about, if it's important to boil those if we're going to use them as for their vitamin value.